Why does it always look dusty out here? Fuck. So this is a completely off schedule live for about 20 minutes before, oh shit, I need a map. Hey now. I need to know where I'm going. Well, shit. Well, this sucks. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm not sure if you can hear me or who's on. In theory, I fixed all my YouTube live problems, but, you know, sometimes that doesn't happen. Why are you going 10 miles an hour under the speed limit on a highway? Dingbat. And then I got a guy to my left who's kept me trapped, so now I'm stuck behind Knucklehead over here. If anyone is on, if you could just let me know if you can hear me, because my audio went to shit a few days ago in the middle of a live. Hey, good morning. Wait, who's that? Bitter Critter. Buenos dias. Can you hear me? I just want to be sure somebody can hear me. 5x5. Awesome. God, I really need to like mount an iPad in my truck or something. I'm probably getting a wreck if I did that. So, yeah, I got to run to... Gracias very much. Got to run to another location. What the hell are you hauling? That is like the biggest V12 engine I've ever seen. It's literally taking up a third of a flat deck semi. Like, I don't know what that goes to, but that's badass. It's like, here's your 5 million horsepower engine. Shit. So, this morning I drove past the bank in town, and they have that little billboard that posts like stock market is this, and this stock went up, this went down, you know, little financial billboard right outside the bank. And gas was, and that's an accident. That wasn't very bright, guys. Oh no, it's construction, because someone's stupid and got in a wreck in the construction zone. They reported oil this morning at 108, and gas, and guys, I've been in the industry 25 years. Hey, good morning, yard dog. And anyone else I missed, I'm obviously trying to drive safely, so I see the little things come up, but sometimes I can't focus my old eyes on them fast enough. Natural gas is $8. I don't think in my 25-year career I have seen gas that high, ever. I'm sure at one point maybe it was, and maybe I missed it, but not consistently. And since natural gas is used for a lot of electrical generation because it has a lower carbon footprint than oil, which is usually used for diesel and gasoline and other stuff, that's concerning. So I get in the elevator to go to the office, and a dude in a suit comes in, and he sees me in my steel toes and jeans. He's like, going to the field. And I said, yep, headed out. How about you? And he goes like this, and he goes, boardroom meeting. I was like, oh, I'd rather be in the field. You can keep the damn boardroom meeting. And I looked at him and I said, did you see the billboard? Natural gas? He goes, oh, fuck, that's starting to scare me. I said, really? He said, yeah, there's a point when the energy prices go so high that even the energy companies start freaking out. They're like, yeah, that's too high, and that's going to break everything around us. And that may be the case, right? We're just starting to see some of that stuff. Now, I'll be honest, guys, I have not seen natural gas that high. I need to look back and see maybe if 2008 or 2013, if there were some big spikes there, but I don't remember it being that high. So if any of you guys in the chat remember it going that high, by all means, throw it in there. But that's concerning, because that's going to affect the cost of power generation in a lot of countries. And I'm sure a lot of this has to do with the whole Ukraine thing, right? Because they're just, they've basically fucked up Europe doing that. But I also saw an email this morning from the State Department, the public notification stating that, was it Nigeria? Algeria. One of the countries in the northwest portion of Africa is right now struggling to buy fertilizer. So they're trying to source it from Canada, which is not their typical go-to. Gas was $5 a gallon. Oof. Hey, what's up, Huddle? Welcome, welcome. Nigeria, thank you. So, yeah, you start running into this problem when you have entire sovereign countries trying to make an effort to buy enough fertilizer to feed their people. We have a problem. I spoke to an economics guy at that convention I went to last week, and I just wanted his opinion, right? This isn't his official stance. He just said this is how things can pan out. Is he says, okay, so the Russian oil technically is, yeah, it's not Bueno, Arkansas. The Russian oil is technically not in the market, right? So the price of oil is based off of like the public pool. So all the oil is produced, it goes into like the global supply, right? And then they divide up demand by supply, you get a price where they intersect in the supply demand curve. What he sees happening is now the Russian oil is not part of that supply, right? Because it's on embargo. So although India and China are technically buying it, they're buying it at a discount. So, because China doesn't give a fuck, right? They're like, screw the rest of you, we'll buy the oil. But what it's doing is, because it's not in the available demand in the global market, right? The demand curve is shifted. And so the price has gone up because the supply curve is shifted. The price has gone up because demand is still there. And what that's doing is now you have that price of fuel has gone up, but also all that product, all that stuff that should have been planted in Ukraine, should have been mined in Russia is no longer there, right? Because that's not in the market either. He thinks that ripple effect is not going to hit us until the middle to the tail end of summer into Q3. He said that's where we're going to see people it's going to start to suck. The other day I was checking out this weekend at the grocery store, and someone in front of me, and she must have had maybe 8 things in the cart, and she said, I bet you this is going to be at least $50. She was right. She called it. It was about 57. And she goes, this same cart is the exact same things I buy every week. She said it used to cost me $30. And that's where we're all getting hit, right? I did find some really good sales. So Sam's had pastas and rice, like that jasmine rice in that weird looking bag. They were on sale. So I don't know if you have a Sam's near you, or if you solicit or work, buy from Sam's, but Costco may have it too. Try to find those kind of sales when they pop up. I've become a big fan of, I guess, graze prepping at this point. I don't know if that's a thing, where I'm kind of at the store for something, and then I just kind of meander the store and see what the prices look like for everyone else, for everything else, because I don't want to not get a good deal if I can. The price of canned corn and green beans and black beans and stuff like that has gone up. I found a picture of Wolf brand chili that is, I think at the time was $1.10, a little over $1. It's now $1.60. So and again, I look at certain goods, ground beef, gasoline, propane tanks, the little green stupid tanks that we use for camping. They used to be $2 a piece. I'm now seeing them for $6. So it's gonna start. It's gonna start hurting a bit. I'm trying to see the chat, but there it is. God, hey. So who did I miss here? Hey, Carl, welcome. And you're a dog. Who else? And Arkansas. Sorry, guys, the chat's really tiny, and I obviously don't want to hit the guy in front of me. So, although I'm by myself, he's like half a mile away. So, if I hit him, I screwed up. So you're gonna, guys, this pricing pressure, it's not gonna go away. So if you can, buy stuff now if it's in your budget. But there have been deals. I'm seeing sales, right? Because the store's got to move inventory. If stores don't move inventory in a certain manner, they do get a tax hit, or they get an inventory penalty in their bookkeeping. So what you want to do is see if you can find, thanks Copycat, no, most definitely. What you want to do is see if you can find those sales when they happen. Now, HEB had one. What the hell was their sale this week? It was a really good one too. So they had meats, one of the meats, pork meat. I think it was ribs and pork chops on sale, right? Because they had to move it. Hey, Red, HEB has some good sales this week. See, I can say that he's in Texas too, so he immediately knows. He probably knows exactly where to look. It's the Combo Loco, and then the meat department had a deal. So what we did, we bought pork ribs. They had them for $1.99 a pound. So I got 2 packs, and we cooked them all. We ate them. Ooh, the NASDAQ went down. Hey, Sherry. We cooked the ribs, which we had ribs for Mother's Day because that's what Sassy wanted. We made the ribs, and then we made all of them. And then I vacuum sealed and froze half of them. I left some out for dinner tonight, and then we ate some the other night. So I'm expecting to get maybe 3-4 meals. Yeah, I am, Sherry. Yeah, and lesson learned, guys. I went out on to the charity event this last Saturday, and we got busy with clients and a bunch of other folks. I got to test out my Jackery though, which was cool. In actual use. So that was, I'm gonna make some videos on that too. I did collect some info points, but when it was time for my shift to end, I started walking back and forth. There's about a quarter mile to the truck from the location, and I realized, I'm like, man, I feel hot. And then I realized I hadn't peed in like 3 hours, and I said, oh, I fucked up. Excuse my language, but yeah, I realized immediately I'd screwed up. So I started drinking Gatorade and water. I started pounding them, actually. And unfortunately, I still wound up with one of the most horrendous heat headaches I've had in a year at least. So that was my own stupidity, guys. So as the weather changes, thanks for reminding me. Guys, pay attention. Lesson learned, because what I'm going to soon... Actually, Joe Morgan had this suggestion offline. Set a timer if you know you're going to be outside for every 30-45 minutes to buzz, and say drink water or drink Gatorade or something like that. It should be 2 waters to 1 bottle of Gatorade, the little self-serving size. Don't just drink water, because you'll dilute your blood, and then your electrolytes go down because you dilute it. So make sure you have a little bit of Gatorade or some other juice, something to give you some salt and minerals, unless you're drinking the bougie water that has salt and minerals in it. Yeah, that was my own stupidity. I screwed that up completely. And lesson learned, because I should know better. We should all learn better. So keep that in mind. There's nothing wrong with setting alarms for yourself if you think you're going to be working outdoors. It was 100 and it went up to 102. It was 99 when I left that location. It went up to 102, 103 that afternoon. And I know there were people in the golf tournament itself, the golfers, I wasn't golfing, that drank a lot of there's nothing we can do. Yeah, unfortunately, Joe, that's right. All we can do is hedge our bets for ourselves and our circle. And this is where collaboration comes in. And because of my business, I'm always talking to people. And that actually comes in handy, because I found out, I was telling one of the coworkers, yeah, I'm going to bring my Jackery to that event. Yeah, Red, I actually have snacks back here. I'm going to pick up more. There's a little gas station up ahead, about 10 minutes. I told him I was bringing the little Jackery, and he said, oh, I got the big one. He said, after that blackout, fuck that. And he said, no, we got to be prepared for shit. This is a young guy. And I'm like, good for you. You're thinking ahead. So I realized in the last year, I have a lot of people who think like we do at work. Some are homesteaders, some are farmers, some travel like I do. And that's good to know. Because in the cities, it's not like that. Like, you'll find a lot of people, but there's so many human beings in places like Dallas and Chicago that the preppers and the outdoorsy people get diluted by the general public. But yeah, Joe, one of the things you can do, try and collaborate with people you think you can trust, or you know you can. Yeah, they're going to keep sticking their fork in the toaster. They're going to train wreck it. My belief personally is all these geniuses with way more power than they have IQ points are going to continue to screw with the system, and they're going to break the shit, and they're going to lose control of it. I still stand by my analogy. It'll be like the kid with the shopping cart that he starts riding it, and then he falls off, and the cart takes off, and now him and mom are chasing the cart down the parking lot. That's where I see the economy going in the short term, is they're gonna be all smart. They're like, oh, my plan 2030, and then they're gonna break something, and they're gonna fuck it up, and then they're gonna panic. By the way, there is a video out there, speaking of panic. Remember I'd mentioned in a previous video, hey, Caribbean House, and hello to anyone I missed. Remember I mentioned in a previous video they were taking people's pets and in China and killing them. Sassy sent me a video, and then Prepper Tribe sent me a video. And thank you, Tribe, if you're on. Of these guys, you know, the hazmat people in China, disinfecting someone's house. And while they were doing that, they had two people opening the refrigerator and taking all the food out to be disinfected. We all damn well know in that country they will eat the pets and they will take the food. So they were opening and they were taking everything out of this person's freezer. So all the food and the product that these people had stored was being confiscated to disinfect it. Hey, Candy, good morning. And that sucks. So would that happen here? I don't know. I think that would become a shit show really quick. But in certain countries it is, right? When I saw that blew my mind. I thought it was insane. But yeah, and I thought I had to watch the video a couple of times. I thought maybe the freezer broke and it was actually spoiled food. No, it wasn't. When they pulled it out, it had frost on it. Yeah, Joe, that's exactly it. Russia, May 9th. Oh, that's Russian Independence Day, isn't it, Red? And the Ukraine was going to display the T-90M tank that they zapped in that battlefield on a flatbed so everyone could see it. They're not going to like that. That's going to piss Russia off. I don't know what they're doing, guys. That's just really, really bizarre. Also, there have been reports of fires way behind the Russian lines, like way behind the Russian lines. It could be Ukrainian SOCOM, right? They're special ops. They have commandos too. You know what, Joe? We should live stream that and open up a chat. It's May 9th, so is it later today or is it already going on? That would be a good live stream, or do a playback later. Yeah, I think we're going to see more of that disruptive shit, and our leaders are largely clueless. I think the only one who's actually doing half-decent job is the Secretary of State, and I'm not a big fan of his, but in light of what he's against, it was streamed 6 hours ago. Okay, well, shit. We may have to do a restream, Bitter Critter. Yeah, Joe, definitely. Well, I guess nobody sees you, so, I mean, you could run around your house naked, but your dad might throw something at you. He may not like that. But But yeah, there's a lot of weird things. I will tell you, production, they're getting the solar panels up. I see them building the wind farms out here. The drilling rigs are moving. We just can't find enough people fast enough for the drilling side. But production's up in the States. And even the refineries out here, because the big refineries are on the Gulf Coast, but we have refineries out all over Texas and Oklahoma. Red. Yeah, nobody wants to see that. That would be creepy as shit. Nothing personal, Joe. We all love you, but yeah, we don't need to see your junk. That would get me flagged on YouTube real quick. Actually, I already got dinged on YouTube. I got a copyright hit twice in the last 2 months. Because one was a song that I transferred over from TikTok. I should have caught that. The other one, I have no idea, but they made me crop out a section of my live. It wasn't a strike, but they penalty boxed part of the video. And then one, they knocked it offline completely. Also copyright is how they're getting me. So, yeah, they didn't get me on strikes because I try to be diplomatic with what I say. So they're getting me on copyright claims. So I guess I'm doing something right because I'm getting Russian bots and I'm getting copyright hits. So I guess I've done something that is offending the gods. But I will tell you guys, the production's up. There's been a lot of remediation in some of the older wells. So the US of A, we can hold our own if they can get Canada back online. They got some great oil fields up there. And they've got some great wind farms on the western part of the country. North America, I think, will take a less hit. I'm fearful these food supply chains are going to really hit the third world. India's an emerging economy, but they have a lot of poverty. India, Africa, South America's kind of struggling, but I hear their harvests have been hit and miss. Brazil had a good beef harvest, so I know they're not a fan of this meatless shit. They've got some substantial cattle down there. Even Venezuela, communist that they are, they make a lot of money from oil, so they don't want that shit to go away either. So warm in Arizona. What is it? What's your temperature locally, guys? Because we're headed up to 100 today in West Texas. Red was right behind me. Red had Red October was pretty hot the other day. So, but gang, I think we're going to get less of a hit in North America. Australia's going to get a hit mainly because of the fuel prices, because everything has to get imported. Although you guys have an offshore field that really kicks ass, but I don't know if you guys are able to take advantage of it. 86 here in Kentucky. Was snowing. That's crazy, man. The weather's so freaking bizarre. So, and here's my truck stop. Cool. And that guy's going the wrong way. Good job, numbnuts. Oh, now he's stuck. Yeah, that's what you get for being pendejo. You shouldn't drive in that direction, stupid boy. As you can see, I'm a bit in a mood today with some drivers. Apparently some people forgot what vehicles are supposed to do. But guys, look, I'm gonna go grab some goodies for the field crew because I'm sure they need Gatorade as well. Hey Jackie, how are you? Guys, expect North America will take less of a hit. Yeah, the Dow is down. Some market indicators are going up too, and I got, not before I started this live 10 minutes ago, 10 minutes before I started the live, I got a bunch of market updates hit my phone all at once. I didn't read them all, but adios Red, take care. But ladies and gentlemen, look, try to watch for those sales. I found some really good ones this weekend. We can't really affect the leaders. You know, Joe Morgan made a good point. You can't, because if the leaders are stupid, they're stupid. But work on what you can do for yourself. Get the Gatorade, the powdered drinks, anything that has a good shelf life. And by the way, check the shelf life on whatever you buy. Like, check the expiration, because things are taking so long in transit that in the past, where you buy a can of beans and it would expire like a year later, now it's expiring 6 months later because it took so damn long to get to the store. So double check your expiration dates, because I'm seeing some that are not right, and it's not that they're screwing us, it's just taking forever to get there. Oh, thank you, Coral. Yeah, Pedialyte is good too. Look for that stuff. And guys, if you have babies in the family, there was a multiple formula recall. Something's going on. I don't know all the details, but it's making babies sick. So if you have someone who buys formula to supplement, even if they're nursing, they're supplementing with a formula, make sure, check those recalls. Make sure you get them off your shelves. Throw them away. Actually, you can return them and get the money back, even if you use some. Just get your money back and put it somewhere else. But guys, I'm going to cut you guys loose. I'm going to pick up some goodies for the crew. And you guys be safe. Be careful out there, and collaborate if you can. Trade notes, even if it's in the comments below the video after I shut it off. Collaborate on where you see sales, right? Sam's and H-E-B right now have sales on meat, but the canned goods went up in both. So yeah, now's not a week for canned goods in those two stores. You guys be good, and be safe out there.